Greetings metalheads and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George and today I'm back with another Bands You Need to Hear recommendation. Another recommendation of a band that if you've never heard of this particular band, if you've never checked out their music, then you seriously need to rectify that and you need to check this band out. So today's recommendation, hailing from San Diego, California, USA, formed in around 2021, I believe. So far, they have a couple of singles, I think there's a demo, and one full-length album, which was released this year, 2023. And I am talking about the rather wonderful Tumulation. Now, this is a glorious bit of artwork here. I hope you can appreciate that. I think they've got a cool, rather obviously death metal looking logo there. And this is the debut album. In fact, this is Haunted Funeral Creations. Now, this album is an absolute beast, I have to say. Came across this band kind of accidentally. I think that, again, it was a classic case of stumbling through Spotify. You know, it was a recommended artist or similar artist. And actually, when I delved deeper and checked out this album, I was really quite impressed. So, musically, this is definitely a death doom band. We've got some really dirgy doom riffs, but we've also got some fantastic kind of upper pace or upper tempo death metal stomps going in there. All the good guttural growls. Musically, Tumulation is a bit of a mix. There's little elements in there of, say, Autopsy, you know, the death doom legends, the godfathers of that subgenre. There's a little bit of Incantation in there. In fact, there's quite a bit of Incantation actually that I pick up there. The legendary New York death metal band. It's definitely going to appeal to fans of bands like Grave Miasma or Blood Incantation, possibly bands, other modern sort of death metal bands of that kind of doomy, dirgy vein as well. I don't know, Tomb Mold are always a good example, but a really great band. Original, I would say. Of course, you know, they are a death doom band. There's plenty of death doom bands around that play those massive droning, you know, monstrous fuzzy riffs. Of course, you know, they're not reinventing the wheel necessarily, but what they do it really well. This album, with its magnificent artwork, I have been listening to this a lot over the last couple of weeks since purchasing it. I haven't got a shot of the guys, but it's only a three-piece band. Very talented musicians, though. Really good. Really good stuff. What I would say is, in terms of modern death metal, this is a bit of a standout. This album is probably one of the best death metal albums that I've heard this year. Only maybe between sort of 35 and 40 minutes long, so not a massively long album, but what you get is some cracking tracks. We kick off with an intro in the form of Emergent Chaos Spirals. Got some great track titles as well on this particular album. Through the intro, we are hurtled headfirst into the abyss of Shattered Under the Eclipse, which is a longer, sort of 6 minute plus, dirgy, fuzzy, sludgy, stomping track. There's a little bit of that kind of Yatra kind of vibe where you've got that really sludgy element to the death dooms. It's not just, you know, like Autopsy or Asphyx style crushing waves of slab riffing. You've got that kind of massive fudge, sludgy sound going on. A great track though. We get some great stomping moments, headbang worthy stuff for sure. The third track, Astral Sickness, is, in my opinion, probably the best track on the album, or one of the real standouts anyway. It's a pretty brutal track. We've got some really weighty riffing. We've got some really puke-inducing vocals going on there. It's the real sort of low, guttural, gargling sort of stuff. It's great though. Then we've got track number 4 is Rorschach. I'm not quite sure if that's how you pronounce it. And it's one of the tracks, there's quite a few on this album in fact, which have sort of excerpts or samples, if you like, from what I presume is some old horror film, maybe, not quite sure. It might even tell you in the booklet. I just haven't really got around to reading it cover to cover. But, and again, a really solid track. Then we've got Sterilizing Winds, another brutal, slashing, smashing death track. Right to the Forgotten Misery, another great one. Then we've got Bound to the Rakasha. Brilliant one, probably the second best track on the album in my opinion. Again, it's a longer number, but we get those massive riffs. We get that really fuzzy kind of lo-fi bass. You know, the percussion is damaging, battering. It's just great. It's just really enjoyable death doom. If you're liking your modern death metal, fantastic. But if you love your heritage bands like Autopsy, you know, that have that really quite nasty, putrid, doomy injection, or Incantation, another great one, then you're definitely going to enjoy Tumulation. Not quite sure if Tumulation is actually a word, but I'm assuming it comes from tumulus, as in, you know, burial mounds, putting a mound on a burial, on a corpse. Not really sure, but cool name, really stands out. That artwork certainly stands out. And this was released through Hammerheart Records as well, so do check it out. It is an absolutely solid album, and they are a solid band. Looking forward to hearing what they come out with next. Although I think this album, this rather delightful debut, Haunted Funeral Creations, will probably keep us busy for a little while to come. So check it out. Tumulation are a band you absolutely need to hear. Tracks to check out, absolutely do check out Shattered Under the Eclipse. You want to check out Astral Sickness and Bound to the Rakasha. Really, really solid tracks, solid album, really enjoyable. As I say, if you like Grave Miasma, Incantation, Autopsy, Phobophilic, if you like bands like that, then you're definitely going to appreciate this band, because this is dirgy doom stuff with an awesome bit of artwork there. Love it. Be cool to get that on a t-shirt. Nice. So check them out. Tumulation, from California, from San Diego, USA. One album under their belt so far, but looking forward to hearing what they come up with next. Thanks for watching, my friends. Please do feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions on this rather awesome up-and-coming doomy death band. Great album so far. Interested to see what comes next. So check them out. Thanks for watching, my friends. Do check back soon. Take care and stay heavy.